have a chance to make this kind of a life-changing experience, and I think we need it. I want us to become brothers again like we used to be.
You're the two most important people in the world to me. This is incredible! Why haven't we spoken in a year?
Because we don't trust each other.
Is that my belt? Can I borrow it?
I want us to be completely open and say yes to everything, even if it's shocking and painful.
Do you have any questions?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
What happened to your face?
This is my review of the Darjeeling Limited, released in 2007. I discovered Wes Anderson first with the Royal Tenenbaums, which to this day is still my go-to favourite movie of all time. I'm a huge fan of his style of filmmaking, sometimes pretentious, yes, but there is a lot of directorial talent there. Darjeeling Limited follows the story of three brothers who, after the death of their father, travel around India on the Darjeeling Limited train and attempt to go on a spiritual journey to reconnect with each other. Darjeeling opens with what is actually one of Wes Anderson's finest moments. We follow Bill Murray, who is playing a businessman. We see him in a taxi rushing to the train station. The train is leaving and we follow him rushing for it. The camera slows and Adrien Brody, who is also running for the train, comes into frame and takes over Murray and reaches the train. It's a great moment, a passing of the torch, if you will, from Murray to Brody, as Murray has always been a major fixture of Wes Anderson's movies since Rushmore in 1998. There is also a scene where some kids are playing on a raft on a river and it gets swept away. The guys jump in to save them. Adrien Brody's character is on the raft with a kid swimming to safety when it flips and both of them end up underwater. This is followed by a muffled dip in the audio, much as you might get in a war movie, and we see Jason's character running across the bank. A still moment, then Adrian's character emerges from the water with blood down his face. Holding the kid, he quickly announces, "He's dead, he's already died." This is one of Wes Anderson's finest moments. He doesn't give you a second to adjust. The raft is turned over quick, then followed by the frantic running and dip of audio. Then when Adrian's character emerges, any hopes are ended straight away. A brave move, and it worked. I may say that if you're going to be picky, you could point fault that maybe this character's death is mainly only used to service the other character's story and segue into a flashback. However, the excellent direction that is taken in that scene totally makes up for it. All performances are top notch. Adrien Brody shines here, adapting quickly and perfectly to Wes Anderson's somewhat quirky style. Owen Wilson is solid as always. His character here reminded me very much of his role in Bottle Rocket, which is of course a welcomed addition. Angelica Houston, another Wes Anderson regular, is also back and puts on one of the best performances I've seen from her and spends way too little time on screen. It's a more subtle performance than her previous collaborations with Anderson and benefits for it. Then there's Jason Schwartzman. Before the film played, you are treated to a 15-minute short movie, Hotel Chevalier, a prequel of sorts to the Darjeeling Limited, with Jason's character Jack and his on and off girlfriend played by Natalie Portman. You get backstory to Jason's character and it works perfectly with Darjeeling. It's somewhat art house and fairly risky too. Jason's character in Hotel and Darjeeling reminded me of an older version of his character from Rushmore, just a bit more successful than Ladies. He still played it with that conflicted mind and a quiet, almost depressive attitude, much like Max Fisher from Rushmore. The scenery and interior of the train are fantastic, with every bit of the detail you would expect from an Anderson film. It used tracking shots from time to time in the train, much like the open interior from Life Aquatic. All of Anderson's films have ended with slow motion and sequence leading to the credits, except this one, which, though a little disappointed because I'm a fanboy and I was wondering how it was going to end in slow-mo, he did use the slow-mo effect much more throughout the film generally, and he did it pretty well. All in all, this is not as funny as Life Aquatic. It may share a little too many conventions with Royal Tenenbaums. However, What you have here is a beautiful looking film with great direction, a top-notch cast, great use of music, and a poetic, quiet mood that carries the film across, allowing for moments of chaos here and there. That's actually interesting because there are a fair few slapstick moments or caper moments within this film. For instance, the snake or the mace. It worked well previously in Life Aquatic, and there are moments of it in the Royal Tenenbaums and Bottle Rocket. However, what we have with the Darjeeling Limited is a subtle mix of slapstick comedy of Life Aquatic mixed with a subtle character-driven narrative of Tenenbaums. Wes Anderson has done it again, and I guess twice if you count Hotel Chevalier.